Yeah, you better wipe those crusties out of your eyes. I saw that.
No shot. No shot.
No, you're an early guy now. What time do you usually wake up?
7.
What time does your daughter wake up?
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what made you become a morning guy?
100%.
Okay.
When I stopped working in the clubs, pretty much that's what made me become a morning guy.
Dude, I think we used to get home at 4:30, probably sleep till 11.
Oh, I slept later than 11, dude.
Whew. Yeah, I remember trying to wake up at 10 o'clock was a struggle. I don't miss that one bit.
Me either.
You like being a morning guy?
Oh, yeah, I love it. It's the best.
Me too. I never would have thought I would have enjoyed it so much, but I fucking love it as well. Good morning, everybody. Hello. What does that say? Old heads. How we doing? Hovey in here won't shut the fuck up. I asked for some KNICKS Becks. He's already hitting me with 3. I bet. You know, I get a lot of shit for being a biased Rays fan / better. It's in all of us. And Hovey, all I ever see Hovey pitch is fucking KNICKS bets. No, take the KNICKS, ladder the KNICKS. Oh, ladder this, ladder that. Jalen Brunson this. Precious, what is this guy's name? Precious Achua, double. I don't even know who that is. I think I know who that is. I think I remember him in college, but
yeah.
Anyways, good morning. You have a Boston Celtics jersey on right now. I know you have a very, what is
You think this is Boston Celtics?
Yeah.
Guess again. How could this be Boston Celtics? Are you colorblind?
It looks like black and dark green on the trim.
Nah, take another guess.
Okay, hold on. All right, it's Spurs.
Yep. Who is it?
Wemby.
Fuck no, I'm not wearing a Wemby jersey. Fuck no. I'm not wearing an 18-year-old's jersey. Tim Duncan, Mr. Fundamental.
Dude, let me just tell you, growing up, I was a diehard Magic fan, but my first love was Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. I loved the Sonics. The Spurs were the biggest motherfuckers. So were the Portland Trailblazers. Tim Duncan, in my opinion, at the time growing up, was the perfect basketball player. I swear it's like he never missed.
He's the most underrated basketball player probably ever. That's
a good conversation. I mean, I know people would say if you bring up his name, like he's an elite player. I don't know if he already is in the Hall of Fame. He's going to be if he's not.
Oh, 100%.
But he for sure was, in my opinion, one of the worst players for your favorite team to go against. What's up, Patrick in Twitter? What's good? Frogs.eth. What's up? But no way the Cavs still one of the guarded. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't hammer that. Do you have anything on the Celtics series thing?
No, I bet them game 1 and game 2, the Celtics, so I'm pretty much even.
Okay, fair enough. And I know you've got a pretty nice sized wager on the Celtics to win the championship. Are you hedging out of that?
Oh. Nah.
Good. That's the result, or that's the response that I was hoping to get. Yeah, good night of sports last night. The Rangers game was awesome. Props to you. Stake the fucking hockey sharp. Let me ask you this. What was your reasoning? You didn't even consult with me. I don't know you consult with anybody. Were you just like, oh, everyone's going to assume the Canes get the first game at home down 2-0, and you were like, fuck it, I'll be contrarian?
Yeah, it was kind of contrarian, and just seeing the right people like the Rangers and the wrong people like Carolina, and I just decided, fuck it, at plus 145. It sounded fun. I do not bet hockey to everyone listening, so I probably made like 8 hockey wagers this year.
What do you think you are? Oh, well, I guess you can find out.
Pretty good, man. I'm probably like 6-2.
That's very good. Yeah, good for you.
My last 4.
I'm not good at betting hockey as much as I wish I was. I get, my problem is when I get too hung up on one specific spot and I like hammer a team total, first period, etc. That's when shit goes south. Shout out Nutbuster, by the way, gave out a couple sub banks. He gave one to Borden and J Duba UC. Nice. Suck it, Greg. Love that. Why did you do? Oh, did you do that to be on the leaderboard for the sub bangs? I appreciate that, Nutbuster. Hey, buddy, F you and the NY Rangers. Sorry, Shamway. You must be a Canes fan. I apologize. Hey, I'm going to go down because I got the Canes to win the cup, but I do have a nice parlay. Steak, tell me you don't think this has legs. The Knicks to win the champion. Well, you're going to say no because you have the Celtics. And the Rangers to win the cup. $15 to pay $4,000.
Problem is, when I tell you the Knicks have no chance, I'm going to get called a Nick hater in the chat, and I'm not at all. They don't have a chance of winning the championship, especially with how banged up they are. They have no shot. Yeah,
it's funny. The smart what do you listen to sports talk wise that maybe I don't? Do you listen to like Sirius, or do you listen to Pat McAfee, or like anything like that? JJ Redick?
When I'm bored, I listen to Pat McAfee, and when I'm in the car, obviously, because I'm always in the car, I listen to Sirius Radio, but it's really just VSiN and Pardon My Take.
Okay. So I listen to a little bit of Bill Simmons here and there. I listen to really, I guess that's kind of it for the most part. The smart basketball guys have said they're worried about the Knicks wearing down because Thibodeau plays his guys nonstop.
You've heard that a lot.
Yeah. And so I've always been like, you know what, man, the Knicks have so much dog. Like, I'm not worried about it. But when you see fucking Brunson hurt his foot and then OG go down in the same game, you start to get a little bit worried. Mitchell Robinson's hurt now. So that fucking blows. So before we talk about tonight's game, which I want to wait till we get more people in here because I really need to spray the board for the live stream tonight. Do you think the Knicks are in trouble against the Pacers?
Do we know, like, what's the latest update on Jalen Brunson? Because 7.5 is a monster spread. It kind of makes me think he's not playing.
Well, just overall in terms of the series, do you think?
I mean, they're in trouble if these guys are hurt for more than one game. But no, I think they had their scare game 1. I thought they were going to lose that game. They almost did. Obviously, you can bitch about the officiating a little bit if you want to. It's kind of rough, but either way, they won. And then they were down 10.5 in the second game, and they came back and won that game. So I don't think they're in trouble, even if they drop the game today. I kind of think it might be expected that they'll drop the game today. I still think they're probably going to win in 5 or 6. But like I said, it all depends on how healthy these guys are.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I kind of think the Knicks are a live dog tonight. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Did you have any action on the Mavericks Thunder game last night?
No, I actually didn't. I couldn't get a read. And I think, to be honest with you, I would have probably went Thunder. So I'm happy I didn't. Yeah. I saw like everybody smart on the Mavs. So I didn't join them, but I did lay off. So I guess you could say I saved a unit.
Mm-hmm. I like the Mavs in that spot. I thought about getting there, and I said, fuck it. I had a nice night with the Rangers. Thank you for that Yankees-Astros under, by the way. I tailed you on that.
That was fucking sweaty.
Probably one of the sweatiest bets I've had in recent memory of baseball this season. I mean, they were teeing off on your boy Stroman every inning. I feel like every time I looked up, and sometimes the Yankees did too. There was a guy on second, a guy on third with like no outs.
Yeah.
Some big strikeouts, and we got that through. By the way, the Rays are playing the Yankees in Tampa this weekend. You're not going, I assume, right?
Not going to go. It's Mother's Day weekend. I won't be able to. I did bet the Rays already. Can't wait to talk about that.
Wow. Okay. So on that note, while we let some people trickle in, I don't want to talk about the Knicks just yet. I want to get the crowd a little bit thicker. So we're either going to talk about hockey tonight or baseball. Should we just start with baseball, or should I put it to the? All right.
Yeah.
I think that's
you could
good.
do hockey without me at the end if you feel like it. I mean, I'll hang out with you, but I don't know shit.
For hockey.
Yeah.
You're 6-2.
Dude, it's just beginner's luck. I don't
Yeah,
even know.
well, okay. Who fucking cares? That's it. We like beginner's luck. You know, when it's bracket time and we have, I don't know if you ever have your wife do a bracket, but like I'll have mine and she'll ask for help. I'm like, no, the whole point is you need to fucking go into this not knowing anything because beginner's luck is real. So fair enough. Hold on. Panthers.
I want to be clear. I have the kind of wife that thinks sports are over after the Super Bowl. So she's the angriest she could possibly be during March Madness because, like, March Madness is my favorite thing ever. And so I'll always tell her, like, football's over. Like, we can start doing family stuff again. And then March Madness comes and she's like, what the fuck is this?
I did think that was pretty funny. I tweeted it. It got some funny responses. And I saw a video going around yesterday of some girl in a car and was like, what could there possibly be? My boyfriend was like, hey, do you want to go here to watch the game? She's like, what fucking game? Everything is over.
Cavs Magic Game 7 was on Cinco. I tried to explain that to your wife. Like, you want to go out drinking? And I very conveniently took her to a sports bar.
That is pretty funny. And RIP to the Magic. But man, that was you and I texted that day, and you actually initiated it first. I know you were really more emotionally invested, I think, than I was, because I think going into the series, you may have thought the Magic had a chance, and I, like a bad fan, thought we didn't, especially after games 2. But I started to really think that we did, and you texted me before I texted you, and you said Franz Wagner is, if we lose, it's all because of him, and then you called him the P word, which I agree with you, but it stings. But I will say this. In a weird way, I knew we were going out. I kind of like to go out like that because you know what's going to be on his fucking mind all off season. And I think the Magic are going to come out with revenge, not revenge, but I think they're going to come out with a wrath. Let me ask you one question before we get into the board. Just a fun sports conversation. Who do you want the Magic to get in the offseason? Got to get somebody. There's some names out there: Klay Thompson, Paul George. I heard a little bit of Trae Young. Is there anybody? I haven't put a ton of thought into this yet. I would like to Google and look at the list of free agents or potential trade targets. And guys, anybody in the chat, feel free to contribute. Stop. I don't want Klay Thompson. Cam is money said Klay Thompson in that role would be a really good fit. Maybe he's right. Who do you want the Magic to trade or sign for?
I want to block anyone that says Tobias Harris first.
Oh my God.
You're blocked, Boston Sports Dork. I do not want Paul George. I'm actually very anti-Paul George. I always have been. I think this Clippers roster is like a collection of the most overrated players in the NBA. I do not
Kawhi Leonard.
Oh God. I mean, Kawhi Leonard, I thought went from being one of the coolest NBA players to one of the wackest so quickly. Cause it's like, I understand injuries, dude, but he sits out for every reason. He's like the definition of why people hate the NBA. I don't want anybody on the Clippers. I want Trae Young or I want DeJounte Murray, and I aggressively don't want Klay Thompson or Paul George.
Man, you really want Trae Young.
I do. And can I tell you why?
Yes.
Because the Magic are a fucking awesome defensive team. And Trae Young, not that good on defense, but he can shoot the lights out. And I actually think he's a really good fit.
Okay. That's actually fair enough. Trae Young would be nice in Orlando. Yep. Bring Tobias back. Stop that. That's not happening.
Please stop.
Hugh Walnuts, overpay Hartenstein? No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. We don't really need a big guy. Goga's fine.
Someone's going to overpay Hartenstein. That's why it's so funny, because that's going to happen.
I'm worried that Mo Wagner is not going to be back. I saw some chatter about that on Twitter, that they might have to break up the brothers. Free Cole Anthony. Yeah, it stakehates Cole Anthony, but you know what? I think Cole Anthony's coming around a little bit to him. He showed up here and there. He had his moments. Do need a minute. It's literally happening. Stop ignoring it. No, it's not. DeRozan. I wanted DeRozan a while ago before he went to the Bulls. I actually thought that would have been a really nice fit. Anyways, let's talk some baseball. Steak, you had a nice night, I think, last night in 4-1?
4-1. Yeah, on my action, I think I was 7-4, but my Twitter card, I was 4-1, which usually it's the other way around. Everything I post on Twitter loses and everything I post on my action wins. So I'll take it.
Are your VIP clients really upset?
Yeah, they've been fucking just in my DMs. It's crazy.
All right, let's get into the board today. I'll pull it up here in a second, and then I'm going to let Twitter know that we're talking MLB before we get into the NBA, and then we'll end it with NHL. Thank you for hopping on and joining. Pirates and the Cubs, Jared Jones. Do you know anything about this Jared Jones guy, dude? He's actually kind of a dog against Javier Assad, who is also a fucking dog. I put a fun bet in for the Cubs to win the Stanley Cup. The Cubs to win the World Series. It's not going to happen, 20-1. I like their pitching staff. They got some guys that are hurt and are injured. I think they'll get some help later. Maybe they'll address the bullpen, whatnot. They're a good team, 22-16. You take that. They're not very good on the road, 9-10. And then the Pirates, let's see, kind of slumping, 3-7 in their last 10. It looks like kind of a steep price for the Pirates to be minus 135 against Javier Assad. I don't know if you know his stats. I'll pull them up in a second. I just want to confirm that's the line. That seems weird to me. Am I the only one that thinks that, or do you agree?
It seems weird. But God, this is one thing I told myself this year in the MLB I was going to stop doing. Okay. And I don't want to fade hot teams. Like, for example, I didn't fade the Minnesota Twins once, I don't think, in the last 15 games. I bet
good for you.
And in the same way, I feel like people are kind of high on the Pirates this year, and then they started really well. The Pirates had a really good first 15 games, and then they've just been awful. And I don't know that I want to back them, because I just feel like it's like that thing where you say they're due. Is he their best pitcher? I feel like he is, right, Jared Jones?
That's a very good question. Mitch Keller maybe would be the only other guy I can think of. Jared Jones is 2-3, but he's got a 2.63 ERA, which is fantastic.
Yeah, see, Special K, another thing I wanted to mention. I guess Paul Skeens makes his debut tomorrow.
Yeah, would that impact your capping today?
He says Pirates today, fade them with Skeens tomorrow. Yeah, maybe it is them today, but it does go against one of the rules I set for myself this year.
I don't know that I want to fade Skeens. I've only seen probably 3 30 seconds of clips of this guy. He looks good.
You know why I don't want to fade him? Because I really genuinely believe that's like the most contrarian thing ever you could do. And I think we've learned over the last year, maybe 6 to 12 months, that shit doesn't really work.
It's not working anymore.
Timberwolves are a really good example. I feel like that you could have argued that the Nuggets at a minus 220 series price are so contrarian with how hot and popular Anthony Edwards is. And there he goes out and wins both games in Denver, you know?
Yeah, I guess I could agree with you. The fact that the Wolves swept the Suns and then the Nuggets, even though they beat the Lakers 4-1, they like trailed for 2/3 of the series or something like that.
Every game at halftime, they were trailing.
You know what I'm going to do in this game tomorrow? And the only reason I'm talking about it is because we're not going to be streaming tomorrow. A guy like Justin Steele, to the opposing pitcher going into a game that's as hyped up because of the Skeens debut. It would be funny if Steele said, fuck that, I'm going to steal the show. I'm going to steal the show. Ooh, I'm going to tweet that. Remind me to tweet that.
I will. And then I'm going to bet no hitter.
Actually, you got a better chance of doing that. Can I tell you why I didn't like that no-hitter bet, by the way? It actually had nothing to do with Marcus Stroman. It's just in a 3-game series when the first 2 games, the team gets like their ass kicked. I just get nervous about that 3rd game. And it's like that's where the superior team, like the Yankees, could maybe take their foot off the gas a little bit. You know what's funny? I saw this guy I follow, Johnny Lasagna. He's a diehard Yankees fan. He said that this is a thing that keeps happening with in the Boone era, is that the Yankees, when they dominate the first 2 games of a series, they end up kind of slacking off in the final game. And so that was the only reason I was like, this is when the Astros could bite. It really had nothing to do with Stroman. He is a dog.
That's why I took unders, because the first 2 games went over, and I always play that. If the first 2 go over under, I go the other way. I DM'd Suzanne Brady, the best burner in the game.
I love Suzanne Brady. Top of the lunch hour, the gentleman's got a nice ring to it. I like Industry for lunch. You love Industry, QB Vision. I love that. By the way, QB Vision, I'll be at T Squared tonight, live sweat watch party for the Knicks game if you want to bridge and tunnel it into Manhattan. But if you don't, I understand. I loathe Manhattan. Anyways, total 7.5. I'm almost going to move off of this game. I don't know what I want to do. I'll probably just wait for tomorrow and go steal. Are you going to play anything, Steak? Javier Assad, by the way, just so you know, I don't know if you can see these at all. 3-0, 1.66 ERA. He's been fantastic.
Yeah. And it's funny because 2 good pitchers and the lines went up half a run. Kind of interesting. I guess I would lean Pirates in the over, but I don't think I'm going to get there with either.
I do want to just double check that. It says, according to Action Network, 7.5 is the opener. However, under was -120, and now it's only -115. So a little juice going towards that over. Something to consider. Maybe an over. Maybe Jared Jones gets blown up. All right, let's move on. Detroit and Houston. That'll be fun. Framber Valdez. I haven't really heard his name much this year against Casey. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sure Special K or somebody can tell us. Mize or Mize. I like to confirm the lines here on Action. Total 8, over juiced a little bit. Now the juice. It got to 8.5 on BetMGM. And then we've got, let's see, the Astros are -125. 10-cent move on FanDuel to the Astros. Let's see what this guy, Casey Mize, is. Numbers are. I don't know anything about him, really. Let's see. He's 1-1 with a 3.9 ERA. Framber's 1-1 with a 3.97 ERA. So kind of similar in terms of numbers and stats. Do you think that the Astros could potentially build off of any sort of momentum after yesterday's win? No.
I don't want to spend any money trying to figure out if the Astros are going to ever get it together. That's the same thing I just said about the Pirates. Like, I don't want to bet the do factor with the Astros. I understand they're the best team of the last decade, and it's crazy that they've started the season like this, but I don't want to spend my money. They look horrible.
Okay. Actually, I really
they got, what did they get? 3 runs in the first inning, and then they scored 1 for the rest of the game yesterday. It wasn't like they looked amazing. They popped off in the first inning yesterday and then kind of fucking sleptwalked through 8 innings.
You know what? I think that's very well said. I don't really know anything about Framber Valdez this year, so I'm not even going to try to play any pitcher props or anything like that. So you're just stay away from the Astros.
I think so, at least for a little while. I won't be shocked when they get hot, but I'm not going to keep betting them waiting for it.
If anybody's curious, according to VSiN, the splits on this game, we've got a majority of the bets and money on the Astros, I guess would kind of make sense. Mize, I saw that Special K, thank you, is not really that attractive of a pitcher, a name. 59% of the bets, 80% of the money on the over. Maybe that's why the juice is flipping. Yeah, I'm going to stay off that too. There's nothing really I like. And we're both Detroit guys. I don't know. Did you close on your condo yet that you bought in Detroit?
Still pending.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving. Here we go. Rays Yankees. This is the game I want to talk about. This is the game I've been waiting for, and not even so much because of the opponent in the showdown, but Taj Bradley is making his season debut today. If people aren't familiar with Taj Bradley, I think I would say get familiar. I'm not going to say he's going to come in and be lights out. I'm not even going to come in and say he's going to be one of the top pitchers in the coming years. But he's a young prospect that I think is fun to watch as a pitcher because he's got some nasty stuff. He can strike people out. I do. Yes, I'm going to be hand up guilty slurping Taj Bradley for the remainder of the season if he stays up, depending on how he pitches. So just get ready for it. And I'm going to start today. I'm going to go over Ks. I looked at it early when I streamed with Drew. It was 4.5. Over was -160. I probably already missed that number. I'm going to go check right now. The total in this game is 8. Drew said he thought that number looked a little low because you'd expect Taj is making his debut. You'd expect the Yankees to score some runs. And the Rays, when they faced Clark Schmidt back in April, I actually went to that game. They knocked him around. 7 hits for Clark Schmidt, but they only scored 1 run. They could not get anybody in. So the over was juiced. Let's see what it is now. And the Rays are a short dog. Looks like the Yankees are -125. You said you already bet the Rays.
Correct. I already bet the Rays.
And what's your reasoning? Is it the line? Is it Taj?
It's the line and the way it's moving and Taj. It's all 3 things.
All 3.
That the line opened short and all the bets are on the Yankees. Not all the bets, I'm sorry, but majority of the bets are on the Yankees, but it's moving towards Tampa Bay, and I'm buying into Taj Bradley. I could get behind the under, but I like the Rays so much, I'm probably just going to do that. What's up, bud, man?
All right. Well, I love to hear it. I'm happy to hear it. I don't know that I can get there with the Rays. Okay, so the juice on the over is the same. Yankees are down to -125. Let's go take a quick look. Excuse me. Nope, 4.5 -160 still. And I got to tell you, I mean, where is it right here? Taj 6+ strikeouts is +115. I might have to sprinkle on that too, to be honest with you. So
what are his walks? Token said it might feed families.
Yeah, so I actually brought that up too this morning. Taj he kind of reminds me of Blake Snell in the sense that he throws some junk, but he gets people to swing. If you are patient, which I think the Yankees are pretty disciplined at the plate, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, please, this over 1.5 walks -150 could be a very, very, very good bet.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it.
I don't hate that at all.
Yeah. So, and I have, people say I don't fade the Rays. I took Ryan Pepe at over walks and it hit one time. So I think that's kind of fading. Soto, first plate appearance walk, sadly, or already cashed. I took Aaron Judge, strikeout, first plate appearance. It was plus 205 on DraftKings. You want to squad ride that or no?
Yeah, I do.
That doesn't sound like you want to, and that's
I
okay.
do.
You may not want to hear this, but Bradley over. Oh, that's what you read. I played the up to promo for Detroit on DK. Dude, Special K bet Detroit the other day when they played the Guardians. Like I'm the only guy who bets my favorite team. This guy's always betting the fucking Tigers. Hovey's always betting the fucking Knicks. It's in all of us. All right, we are all a little book it with you. Okay,
it's in most of us.
You're right.
In most of us.
Yeah, you actually don't bet your team.
I don't at all. I never do. Sometimes I fade them.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
You fade the Minnesota Vikings.
Can you blame me?
No, I can't blame you.
I fade the shit out of the Minnesota Vikings.
You probably actually made enough to buy a fucking decent car off of how much you have faded the Minnesota Vikings and been successful. Okay, let's keep moving. Where are we at here? How big is the slate today? Oh, it's big. It's girthy. All right. Orioles and the Diamondbacks. Brandon Pfaadt against Cole Irvin. I had a bold prediction again for the Orioles. Their last series against the Nationals, it almost came to fruition, which I would have been pretty proud of, but it didn't happen. And I didn't make any money off it. Excuse me. I thought the Orioles were going to go from sweeping the Reds in Cincinnati to getting swept by the Nationals in Washington. The Nationals are a fun team. Now they're playing the D-backs. And I mean, at first glance, the line looks a little short. The Orioles are one of the most profitable teams in baseball, but this is just the story of the Orioles, in my opinion. The lines always look short. They always look a little suspicious. Look at these fucking splits, like 84% of the bets, 84% of the money, 91% of the money on the run line. All of that makes sense to me. And then you go look at, let's see. You know what? This game is probably going to get rained out, but Pfaadt is 1-2 with a 4.6 ERA. Cole Irvin is 3-1 with a 2.86 ERA. In my opinion, the Orioles look like the easiest bet on the board, but this is what they've done consistently for the last 2 years. I'm not going to fade them. I'm not going to go anywhere near it. Would you bet on or bet against the Orioles?
So I'll preface this. I have been gambling consistently since I was 17 years old. I took one summer off, and that one summer was because I faded the Orioles so much I couldn't possibly bet baseball anymore. Like, literally, it drove me so insane. I'm like, I can't bet baseball anymore. Like, I just lost so much money on the Orioles. And since then, I've done a really good job not fading them. 2 days ago, I told myself the Diamondbacks are going to get hot. Like, I think they're going to get it going. I really genuinely believe that. I didn't know that their next series was against the Orioles, but I did tell myself next series, I'm betting the Diamondbacks. And so now here I am at a crossroads because I really like the Diamondbacks and I do think the line is short, but you know, it's like I've been sober for however many years and I'm just like, want to take a little shot, you know, because I really want to bet the Diamondbacks, but I don't know if I should do it.
You are, what do they say? Como se dice? No, between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
What would, let me put up a poll here. I think you're going to have to do Anthony O9997 new follow. What's up, Anthony? Welcome to the board review. Good morning. I'm going to put up a poll and I'm going to say, what should Jake do?
Steak.
Steak. Sorry. I don't know why I just keep doing that. Steak do. Go with gut, bet D-backs, not fade Orioles. All right. You got a minute. Somebody go vote. You have to do whatever they say.
Okay.
But you can do it for however much money you want. It doesn't have to be a full unit.
Okay, deal.
All right. Polls up. People are going to vote. Everybody. Right out of the gate, it's 4-1 on go with the gut and bet the D-backs. Oopsies. I just bet that too. Or voted that. 10-2, 10-3.
It looks like I'm betting the D-backs.
Well, you have actually good news. Mother Nature is probably going to prevent you from having to deal with this conundrum because it's 82% chance of rain. I'm not even going to follow this poll for another 30 seconds. It's 12-4. You're going to have to bet the D-backs. All right, good stuff. If anybody's just tuning in, Steak and I have chatted about the first 4 games. Probably not going to go anywhere against the Pirates. Not going to. Steak said it very well. He's not going to waste any money trying to time up the Astros getting right. He is on the Rays. I'm going to be on Taj strikeouts. Don't know for how much yet. Maybe 1.5 units to 2 units, something too crazy. And then he's got to do what the poll says and fade the Orioles, but go with the D-backs. All right, this is a series that I'm actually very much looking forward to. The showdown between Shady Beeve, Twins fan, and Johnny Juntana and Avery Chenier, Gate 14 podcast, Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are abysmal. I know they're 17-20, but they're a tough team to follow and watch. A lot of similarities to the Rays. It's like potential should be very good, not very good. But that was a big win for them against Aaron Nola in Philly, last game of the series. But again, this is what sometimes these good teams do. After they beat the shit out of the team the first 2 games, last game they end up dropping it. Joe Ryan, never forget, infamous fucking Ray we traded for Nelson Cruz against Yusei Kikuchi. Total looking like 7.5. The line on this game is the Blue Jays minus 112. Looks like they're minus 115. A very, very short favorite. And the juice was on the under. Oh, no, it's still on the under. 7.5 under minus 115. And just so people know what the numbers are for the pitchers, Joe Ryan's 1-2, but 3.54 ERA. Kikuchi's been great. 2-2 with a 2.72 ERA. Where's your head at in this game?
My head is I'm 100% not fading the Twins. Not going to. But I can recognize that Blue Jays maybe seem like the right play here.
Okay. I think that's well said. By the way, do you know Vladdy was 3 for 3 last game or 3 for 4? He's been very, very good. You don't really do any player props, do you?
Just home runs.
Home runs parlay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Good morning, pandemic. Let's see the things I do to have Greg up here and have myself a DGen sandwich. I know Greg is very, very corp as of late. He's traveling, but we'll eventually get us all 3 of us on soon. Love the D-back say, Orioles minus 25, easiest button to press. Yep. Good morning, JP Del Frio. I'm telling you, O's at home on a Friday, they don't win these games. Interesting trend.
And then somebody said Diamondbacks beat up lefties. A lot of reasons for me to bet the D-backs are rising.
What do you mean? Okay.
Somebody said the Diamondbacks beat up lefties. Isn't Cole Irvin a lefty?
He is. Yep.
Yeah.
He is. All right. So many streams. W. Thank you, Bad Guy. Oh, yeah. Bad Guy was in there this morning. He's a Rays fan. Can I present to you something that I found very interesting on DK series price? The Blue Jays are minus 135. The Twins are plus 115. Well, what's interesting about that?
Well, it's kind of interesting they would be favored in the series, right?
I don't know. I just feel like the Blue Jays get like line respect at home.
Yeah, you're not wrong, actually.
Can't wait for me and Steak to cash CJ Stroud MVP slips. Oh, you're not going to bet that, are you?
No. Sorry, QB Vision. I don't want to leave you hanging, but I can't buy a guy that hot.
Yep.
Buying him at the top of a stock.
Dude, I have something that I want to do here. I talked about doing this earlier in the year, and I never came around to doing it. I don't know how I would have done. I'm about to find out and look at the numbers. But real quick, let's just see what the line is here. Braves and Mets, total 7.5. It's up to 8 at some places. Charlie Morton against Jose Quintana. I think the Mets game got rained out, so they haven't played. Looks like the Mets or the Braves are minus 150. I said I wanted to fade Charlie Morton because he's getting old. Oh, it's going to rain. Jesus, it's going to rain all fucking day here, I guess. That sucks. But he's 2-0 with a 3.5 ERA, so I guess he's been better than expected, than I expected. That total seems a little low. I don't know why it would be moving up, unless people think it is too low because Quintana has a high ERA. It's not warm here by any means, if that's what you're trying to do. Let's see. The last time he played the Mets, I did bet this. He played the Mets, and he did not do well. 5 2/3, 105 pitches. 5 hits ain't bad. 1 hit an inning, but 4 runs. He allowed a home run. He walked 5 batters. I fucking love that. I think I want the Mets team total here or the Mets first 5. Any thoughts on this game if it gets played?
I think that you're not the only one who doesn't like Charlie Morton. I feel like the Braves always get the least amount of respect when he's pitching. But I'm not betting the Braves here. I can tell you that. I wouldn't back the Mets directly, but I could get behind your team total look.
So you think that it's actually interesting. I didn't really think about that. He probably is the least respected or one of the least respected starters. So that's kind of, if you're fading Charlie Morton, you're kind of squaring up.
A little bit. I think it's the most square you could be betting against the Braves. That's the best way I could put it.
Fair enough. Any thoughts on Ranger Suarez, who I bet to win the Cy Young recently? I bet a couple guys, and they're all fading on me. Sonny Gray had a shit outing. Jose Barrios had a shit outing. Ranger's my only guy, I think 35-1. Any thoughts here? Do you think this might be a little low? Do you want to get involved in the Marlins? I've told myself I don't really want to bet any games that involve the Marlins, but you're shaking your head.
I'm going to bet the Marlins. I don't want to get in too many games that with the Marlins either. They're very, very bad. I know Pete was really low on them. He was 100% correct. But this is a spot where I think at minimum, I probably got to take Miami run line. At minimum, I have to take Miami run line here. I might even just fucking sprinkle the money line. I've been doing that a little more lately. Yesterday, I had White Sox and Rockies. I told myself one of them would hit, and they both hit. So
wow.
I'm trying to bet some more dogs on the money line because often when you take that run line, if you hit it, they win outright. I like the Marlins today. I know it's gross, and I'm sorry, but I do like the Marlins today. I'm very committed to, at minimum, their run line.
Damn.
Yeah.
I respect that. I say fuck it. Road dogs, I like the run line because they can lose in a walk-off, especially if it gets into extras. If it's a home dog, I say fuck it, take the money line.
Yeah.
Real quick, I got to give Hugh Walnuts his flowers. He did say yesterday Sonny Gray was going to get rocked. You absolutely nailed that. Good job, Hugh Walnuts. Shark Lark, good morning, DJ and Steak. It's a beautiful day to have a man crush on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yes,
it absolutely is. I don't know if you're familiar with Shark Lark. He used to go on the Book It stream. He's a funny dude, but he also is a very, very sharp dude. I think a Minnesota local, and so a fan of all the teams. Steak is a Vikings fan if you don't know Shark Lark. We'll talk about NBA in a little bit here after MLB. I think the tempo and pace is good. It's 11:10. Ron Mux, W, welcome. Crutch, I think I said good morning to you already. And Steak, Faves win by 1 only 18% of the time this season. Grab your balls and just take the money line.
Yeah.
Deal. Biggest favorites on Fridays tend to not hit in the MLB, I'm pretty sure. Interesting. This is a good nugget. Vikings are so ass. Mid-Major's a Vikings fan. That's the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
I know.
Who lives in California and is a fan of the fucking freezing cold Minnesota Vikings? Well, I guess they're in a dome.
People who hate themselves.
Another kind of no, actually, never mind. Sometimes when you see the Miami Marlins and Nationals logo side by side, you just think like two ass teams. But the Nationals deserve their respect. 18-18. It's shame on me because I took my wife, I spoiled her rotten with a game at Met Stadium. I don't know if you remember this, to go see Patrick Corbin pitch. And we got it day of, we got like the VIP, and you did this. It's a great experience.
It's so fun.
We sat like fucking 4 rows up. You get the Delta Axe Lounge Club. These tickets were like $200-300. We waited the day of. They dropped to $80. I fucking snagged them. SeatGeek, promo code DGen, $20 off your first purchase. We went, by the way, there was a rain delay, so we had to wait an extra hour and a half. That was pretty rough. But we watched the Nationals in person, and I was like, this team is fun. They got some dogs. They got some fucking dudes. I don't know where Stone Garrett is. I love that guy. Shame on me for not taking advantage of it. But this is a team I'm not going to fade. And I'm glad I didn't because they're a profitable team, as BTL pointed out yesterday. But Corbin's on the bump today. There's a big move here for the for the Red Sox. The Red Sox started out pretty hot. I heard everybody fucking say promo code old. That's actually kind of funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
I know that people are probably going to want to just fade Patrick Corbin, and that's okay. But I don't know that I can get myself to do it. Nothing really excites me about fading the Nationals. Where is this fucking game here on RotoWire? Oh, right over here. Corbin's 0-3 with a 6.4 ERA. I mean, this poor guy just can't pitch. And Tanner Houck is fantastic. 3-3 with a 1.99 ERA. I mean, you fucking kidding me? It's going to be 10-mile-an-hour winds. You have to imagine that everybody's going to love this. Wow, nobody likes this over. Tickets are split. Money's on the under. That's kind of interesting. 8.5 at Boston. Also, you usually always see 9s. But you look at the splits, you got some money going on the Nationals. That is weird. Do you have anything?
Is that weird?
It's Patrick Corbin.
It's the Nationals, huge dogs, and they've been really good. I bet they're trendy dogs today. Who loves the Red Sox? They're average as shit. Right?
Okay. They're average in the sense that their record's average, but we got to look at pitchers.
But weren't they also considered going into the year to be very average? Probably the worst team in the AL East, right? Everyone thought Boston for sure the worst team in the AL East.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I just think the spread's huge. Like, I think the spread's huge. Minus 210 is a shit ton of respect, and it's moving the wrong way. I think a lot of people will square up and take that big Washington money line, even with Corbin on the bump.
Really?
Yeah, I really do. If anything, I lean Red Sox run line.
Interesting. I'm starting to wonder, man, okay, I guess you kind of have a point. I just look at this pitching matchup and I see a Patrick Corbin who's 0-3, 6.5 ERA, and Tanner Houck who's got a sub-2 ERA.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But fair enough. The Nationals are 6-4 in their last 10, 7-3 to the over. And the Boston Red Sox are 5-5 in their last 10, 2-7-1 to the over. So they're really not scoring runs. This has got to be a get-right game for the offense. But, maybe you have a point. Square up with the Red Sox team total over, maybe?
Yeah, Crutch is saying it's the Nats, and he's on my list of people I don't like to fade. But, man, I got to lean the Red Sox. I don't know if I'm going to play it.
Red Sox in every parlay today. Well, you know what? Squaring up in baseball definitely fucking pays, except if I'm on.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know if I'm buying the Red Sox in every parlay today. I just don't know if I'm buying it.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll wait and see. Fair enough. That's an interesting game to analyze.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see and watch on that one. You love the White Sox. You love them.
I do.
Well, I mean, they came through for you in a fucking massive parlay, so I guess you have a reason. This is the first day, I think, since I saw you in Detroit that you're not wearing your White Sox hat. You bet them yesterday. Great job.
Yeah.
They took down the Guardians. I think the first place Guardians or second.
I think it was a me and Chewy collab.
No way.
I'm just kidding.
Chewy is a fucking Cubs guy. I don't think he's a White Sox guy. Actually, maybe he is. Maybe he's just an everything Chicago guy. So Garrett Crochet is on the bump against Cookie Carrasco. I have a question for you, Steak. Everybody likes the Guardians in this matchup, of course, but nobody likes Cookie Carrasco. It's kind of like the Charlie Morton effect. He's the least favorite pitcher on a good team. Do you think this could be a square up play? You don't. You're shaking your head.
Oh, I just don't want to play it. I'm not going to bet the White Sox again if that's what you're asking. Is that what you're asking?
So, no, I thought, would you maybe want to square up with the Guardians?
No, I don't bet against the White Sox.
Oh, my God. You're such a fucking asshole. These guys have both have plus 5+ ERAs, 2-2, 2-4. Steak. You know what we have to do. Do I already have to tell you what we have to do in this game? Or
yes.
Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Who did we have in our home run parlay yesterday?
Oh, Gavin Sheets?
Yeah.
We're betting Gavin Sheets to homer?
I mean, we should probably bet him to do something.
Okay, I'll bet Gavin Sheets to homer. That I can get behind.
All right.
He plays for the White Sox.
He does play for the White Sox. You love the White Sox. You're a White Sox fan now. Let's go real quick. I just want to look and see what the odds are on this. We won't have to spend too much time on it. 118 of the Guardians total. Wait, 7.5 juice to the under with these two pitchers. It must be weather. I guess the weather is miserable. It seems to be a miserable, I guess, in the Northeast. Hold on. Where am I looking here? Oh, batter props. Gavin plus 550.
Yeah, we're doing that.
I mean, it's a fucking game with a 7.5 total. Maybe no balls are going out.
We're doing that.
All right, fine. Jose Ramirez is plus 340. Some guy named Ramon Laureano is 5-1. I don't even know who that is. Pham is 4-1. Jeez. Okay. Let's keep moving. Brewers and Brewers in the Cardinals. I don't really have an interest in this team in this game. I don't know who's pitching for the Brewers. Lance Lynn's going. Do you have anything, or should we move on?
No, I have nothing.
All right. Rockies, Austin Gomber against John Gray. I'm kind of a John Gray guy. They good win yesterday. Cal Quantrill might be legit, honestly. PODP might be onto something there. My square play of the day would be the Texas Rangers. They're minus 188, minus 180, whatever. Depending on where you look. Let's see what the total is. 10.5 was juiced to the under. It's moving. It's down a full run. Down a full fucking run. John Gray's 1-1 with a 2.5 ERA. Gomber's 3.79 with a 0-2 with a 3.79 ERA. I don't know, man. I mean, is it weird that this total is 10.5 or not?
Well, in Colorado, do you think it's low?
Because of how good John Gray is, I think 10.5 opening is high.
Even in Colorado?
Yeah. You know what the opener was yesterday? I'm pretty sure it was 9.5 with Keaton Wynn and Cal Quantrill. Now, granted, those are two good pitchers. Gomber's maybe not as good, but he's got a decent ERA. Does anybody okay with that? Or no? I feel like
Rangers total and cores at 9.5 is low. Could just be a Rangers skull fuck. Yeah, I could probably get behind the Rangers before I want to bet that total. I definitely am not backing the Rockies back-to-back days. I can tell you that right now.
Okay, fine. I think I might square up with the Rangers. Lord J with the sub bank 10 monthers. Marry me, DGen. Bet Rangers plus 300 down 1 yesterday. Ooh, I love that. Wait. Oh, when they were down 1 early. Love that. I'm sorry, I kept saying LJ. Lord J. All right, I think I might square up with the Rangers. A couple more games here, and then we'll go to the NBA. Angels and Royals. I saw some sharp people on the Royals yesterday. I didn't get involved. Griffin Canning, Alec Marsh. Any interest in that one?
No.
Okay.
Not fading the Royals. Have no interest.
Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Angels just might be total rat shit. I thought they were going to be a scrappy team, to be honest with you, early in the year. Glasnow and Michael King. This should be a fun game. Dodgers minus 180 in San Diego. Good rivalry here. And let's see what we've got on the total in this one. 8 down to 7.5. Still juiced to the over a little bit. In the money line, we've got Dodgers opening minus 165-ish up to 180. So we've got money hitting the Dodgers, which I guess makes sense because it's Tyler Glasnow. Could the Padres be a live dog here?
Not for me. honestly, this is what I looked at for being my square play of the day, but I don't want to pay minus 180 and I don't want to bet run line. So I have my eyes on Padres team total under.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Glass now 6-1 with a 2.70 ERA. Michael King, I think he's a former Yankee, 3-3 with a 4.29 ERA. So you think this is a low scoring game? Not going to square up with the Dodgers, but you would put your money on backing Glass now.
Yeah. Square as can be.
Okay. Fair enough. Are you not a Padres guy?
I just feel like I have been for so long and they always let you down.
Yeah, I'm kind of over the Padres too.
I am too.
Brian Wu and the Mariners against Paul Blackburn. From what I understand, this Paul Blackburn fella is pretty good. Let's see what his numbers are. 3-1 with a 3 ERA. Is this Wu debut? Is this the Wu debut? If this is the Wu debut, we've got Wu and Bradley making their debut. I might do a parlay with their strikeouts. Brian Wu is
tomorrow. It's good couple days for baseball.
Pads what'd you say about tomorrow?
Skeens.
Oh, yeah. What about backing Dodgers in a parlay? Well, Prime Bets is all you parlay everything with like 5 open spots. But yeah, that would be fine, I would imagine. Squad Pod collab with Steak is going to feed families. Ears perked. Square up with the rain. Fuck off, Sports Dork. That means every Sports Dork's gonna take the Rockies. Wu debut. All right, I gotta get on Wu here. I have to.
I'm fine with that, but I'm not fading the A's. Can't do it.
Why?
They're just fucking tough, man. They're so much tougher than I feel like they get credit for.
You know what's very funny is that the guys from Pardon My Take decided this year, like as a fuck you to the ownership.
I know, dude. Bet them against them every game.
I don't know if they're still doing that. I haven't I haven't checked PFT's Twitter, but it is hilarious that is the worst time to do it. All right, hold on. Batter props. Pitcher props. Here's my guy, Brian Wu. 5.5 Ks over 125. All right, so here's the ladder parlay. It's going to be Wu 7+ strikeouts and Bradley 6+ strikeouts, plus 115 and plus 150. It's not going to pay an exorbitant amount of money, but it'll do. Bichette over. Oh, I did bet Bo Bichette over bases yesterday and he didn't come through. Should we do a Gavin Sheets day early? Gavin Sheets. Who else do we have? Ryan McMahon. Fuck that guy. He was like the only fucking dude on the Rockies in that inning when they got 7 hits not to do anything.
And Hunter
Renfroe. Did he do anything?
Don't think so.
All right, yeah. We'll leave it to you to put the parlays together. Don't leave it to me.
No.
I'm going to be on Wu. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be on Wu, and I'm going to stop rhyming now. All right, last game. Giants, Logan Webb and Andrew Abbott. You know, this is when I would want to sell all. I am just not a Giants guy. The Giants are actually kind of a trendy team going into the offseason. I just don't like the Giants. They're not terrible. They're 17-22, but they're 3-7 in their last 10. They're not doing so hot. 9-7 at home. The Reds are really down this year. 1-9 in their last 10. They are spiraling. Logan Webb is a dog, so they say. I don't believe it. I honestly don't think anybody on the Giants is a dog. I think even fucking Rodon. I'm just not a Giants guy. Blake Snell is the only guy I'll respect. Abbott for the Reds. Is this a day where the Reds could surprise people? Giants minus 150, or is that line steep? I don't really think it is. Abbott's 1-4 with a 3.3 ERA. Do you have any thoughts on this game, Steak?
My favorite bet of the day, under 7.5.
Really?
Yeah, I like the under. I think we get a Webb bounce back. A couple people in the chat already said it. People that I like to see. Token, obviously, fucking really good gambler. He said it right away when you started talking about it. I think this game goes under. I don't think there's going to be a lot of runs at all. Okay.
Would you guys co-sign a first 5 under?
I would co-sign any type of under in this game. A first 5 under, the game under, the two teams, team total unders.
Giants leaving course. AZ says he loves Webb today. Justin Steele will shatter the Skeens hype. That's what I said, Jake, if you weren't in here earlier. Justin's going to steal the show. I'm going to take him like 9+ Ks tomorrow.
Don't steal that tweet, though. Don't steal that tweet, Jake.
If somebody steals that fucking tweet, there's so much swagger jacking on Twitter. I'm going to be
hazing, dude. He's a thief.
That motherfucker. Logan Webb going to deal. DJ, I need your blessing on a race prop. Fire away. By the way, for what it's worth, my buddy Drew texted me, and he's got a weird feeling about Brandon Lowe today. If Brandon Lowe is for some reason in the lineup, that's who he likes to go yard.
We're taking that too.
Okay, I'm on Taj Bradley. All right, Gavin Sheets. So let's run it back real quick. Let's go to NBA. Are you okay on time? It's 11:25.
Yeah, I'm down to talk about NBA 100%.
Okay, cool. Let's run it back real quick. We've got Pirates we're going to stay away from. Astros we're going to stay away from. You're on the Rays. I'm on Taj. We're going to probably take Brandon Lowe, ride Tail Drew. You got to go with your gut with the D-backs because you think they're going to get hot. I might clip that, actually. That's a fun thing to ponder, your conundrum. But the game might get rained out. What did we say about the Blue Jays? You're not fading the Twins.
I'm not fading the Twins, but I think my baseball brain would tell me to take the Blue Jays.
All right, I lean Blue Jays as well, and I'm probably going to go back to Bo because that's just how baseball works. I like the Mets over team total, or the Mets first 5 maybe. You're going to go with the Marlins. You like the Marlins. You're going to fade my guy Ranger. Fair enough. I probably ruined his fucking career too. You're on Josh Lowe. Love that, Hugh. What are you laughing about?
You ruining his career.
Oh, I thought you were laughing about Josh.
I love Hugh Walnuts. Yeah,
Hugh Walnuts is fun. I'm the person who was shouting Steele was a dog when he had a 5 ERA and he followed me on Twitter before I got banned. Damn, you idiot.
You didn't know that?
I did not know Justin Steele followed him on Twitter.
Damn, you didn't know that. I knew that. I guess it's a Jake thing, man.
And you know Jake Hazen, what he got blocked on Twitter, he was kind of mimicking or mocking your tweet about like being something silly about like if something happens, I'm going to kill myself or something, or that this person, if they do this, you know what I mean?
It's my fault.
In a way, yeah. That's the kind of role model you were to Jake, and they Jake Hazen, and he got his Twitter account banned.
Damn, how old is Hazen, dude? You know how old Hazen is?
I just assume all these kids are like 19.
Oh, geez.
And then except Ollie. I thought Ollie was like 44 years old. Apparently, Ollie claims he's like 29.
Hazen, if you're 19, I'm sorry for what I did to you. But if you're 25 or older, I don't give a fuck.
He was gonna blow Ollie's house up. R.I.P. D-Gen Mullet. No, I know, dude. They cut it a little too short. Wait, no, I think he's 23 or 24. Hugh Walnut Special K collab on Josh Lowe. I'm 22. I was tweeting way worse shit before.
See, that's what I think is much more real. I think Jake might be a bad influence on me.
Okay, recap. You are going to square up with the Red Sox, or you would at least.
I would, but that's not making the card yet. I'll let you know.
Fair enough. I like the Guardians. That would be one of my square plays. Not really anything else though. Nothing in the Brewers. Rangers would be a square play for me. Nothing in the Angels. You like the under in this game. Padres and Dodgers. I'm going to stay out. Brian Wu. I'm going to do K's in the debut. Love that. And then this might be the squad ride. This might be
everybody likes it. Yeah, maybe make a poll.
I'm going to do a poll right now for the squad ride. Let's see. What did we? By the way, what did we get? What did we do for the squad ride yesterday? Nutbuster squad pod. All right, let's see what they want here. Squad pod. All right, what? I guess we could go Rays money line. We could go. What else did everybody like that you liked? Oh, maybe that Dodgers under.
Well, no, it's not the Dodgers under. It's Padres team total under, and then it's the Reds Giants under.
Reds Giants. I like the first 5 under. I'm going to do first 5 under. And is that it? Maybe. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if there was anything else that we all liked. All right, go vote. 1 minute. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. All right. What did Nutbuster say?
You fucking put Reds Giants first 5 as the squad ride, you dick.
Was I not supposed to?
No.
What are you talking about?
You're supposed to be Reds Giants under.
I just said that.
You said you liked first 5. I didn't know you were changing to the squad pod ride, but it's okay. It's still getting a vote for me.
You said you co-signed any under.
Yeah, I do.
So now you're
really upset when the game goes under and the first 5 doesn't, but it's too late. It's too late.
It's not happening. Trust me, it's not happening. This is a 2, 1 through 5 at tops. Tops. Okay, let's pivot. NBA. We've got the Knicks Pacers game at 7:00, and then we've got the Wolves and the Nuggets. Steak, do you have any investments on either of these series or either of these teams?
No.
Okay. All right. So no bias or anything like that. Let's talk about the Pacers and the Knicks. First and foremost, I love the Knicks. Do you love the Knicks? Like, are you romantic about Knicks basketball?
I think they're the most fun team to root for in the playoffs currently, besides the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I think that's very well said. Talking Knicks, Pacers, need best bets for the live.
Back girls, what's the latest Jalen and OG update?
Hop in. Yeah, please. First and foremost, can everybody share what they know in terms of the injury report? That would be most helpful. Anyone like the under here? Actually, Cheryl?
Yeah.
I do. I do like the under. OG is out.
OG is out. Okay. And then Jalen, what's the latest with him?
That
sucks. They got so banged up, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, dude. OG. Do you know the record with OG was like 26-5 or something crazy?
Yeah, he's fucking amazing, and he had an amazing game last game.
28 points or something. I heard such a bad beat. He was to be like the leading scorer for the Knicks, like something crazy, like 40-1 or something like that. And he had 28 points before he got hurt. And then I think somebody ended up scoring.
Brunson had 29, I think.
Oh my God, dude, that's brutal. OG isn't playing. Knicks are gassed and don't have any bench. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hearing. All right. Well, here's what I need. I don't give a shit. Truly do not give a shit who's out or who's in for the Knicks. I have to bet the Knicks something tonight because I'm going to be watching it at a bar and I'm going to be sweating if we're going to have Knicks fans in there. So I need player props. So stake, first and foremost, the line is at 7. The total's 225.5. There is juice on the over. Where is your head at for this game?
Well, I know we say Hovey's biased, but
oh boy.
He is. But I think we should definitely take some of his guys that he likes for the Knicks. McBride would probably be my favorite one. I saw he posted that earlier. However, let me just say real quick.
Yep.
I don't see any fucking world that the Knicks could be 7.5-point dogs with Jalen Brunson in. That doesn't make sense at all. That spread tells me he's out. I feel like he's not going to play.
So
go ahead.
Let's do this. The Knicks at full strength when they were playing in Madison Square Garden were what? -4, -4.5?
I think maybe -5.5 was the highest it got.
Okay. So let's take away 2 points for home court. So on a neutral, let's say the Knicks are -2.5 point favorite. And then let's give 2 for Indiana at home. So let's say at full strength, it would be a pick 'em. So what they're saying is assuming that Jalen's out, Jalen and OG are worth about 7.5, 8 points to the spread. Because I agree with you. If it's just OG, there's no way OG could be worth that many points. There's just no way.
No, I don't think so.
2, 3, maybe. It's got to be Jalen and OG at that number, I think. So double is a free bet, Knicks fan. Hovey, just give me your favorite bet.
Maybe give us two of your favorite Knicks today. I assume one is McBride.
Can we get Steak to entertain some college baseball?
I got a fucking full-time job as a kid and a wife. I think I do as much sports as I can possibly do.
These fucking kids, man. And I love it. I really do. I love all our followers and we try to put as much time into this as we can. There's so many sports, for the love of God. And golf. I mean, come on.
And I love golf. I'll bet on golf way before I bet on
college. It's great. It's great. But I know Crutch and Noah, two very good guys in our DGen community. They are really honest about doing college baseball. I say this all the time because my wife works in startup world and I can't stand with all these fucking kids every day. It's like, I don't have the bandwidth for this. I don't have the bandwidth for this. Like, stop saying fucking bandwidth. Well, now here I am being a hypocrite. I don't have the bandwidth for it. All right. I don't have the bandwidth for college baseball, respectfully.
I just tell Crutch if I wanted to watch college baseball and bet it, I just take what Crutch is taking.
All right. Points. I'm writing this down, guys.
We're laddering McBride. That's what we're doing.
Are we really?
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
All right.
You got something better?
I literally just started.
Oh, but I'm saying that's Hovey's favorite bet. Here, he posted a couple hours ago. I feel like we got to tail that one.
Okay. When are we talking tennis, soccer, dart? Shut the fuck up, Sports Story. I'm not a Fortnite fuck. No, I know you're not a Fortnite fuck. Sorry about that. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Hartenstein, PA. Okay, hold on. Wait. All right, Hovey, McBride points ladder. I'm writing this down. I'm just going to do Hart, PA. That's points and assists. McConnell, PA. Oh, I love that.
Siakam, you already mentioned. He mentioned.
Siakam is my gut.
Okay. Maybe we got to go with Siakam.
I actually love McConnell. McConnell might be a ladder. What does McConnell do? Does he shoot threes or does he just get buckets?
He's just a tough little fuck. He gets buckets.
Yep.
I wouldn't say all threes. He could hit some. He'll get some assists.
All right. I got fat girls for this. Siakam. Can I ask you guys, how do I play Siakam? How do we play Siakam? Do we do do we do points? Do we do rebounds? Do we do both? Too late on TJ? What does that mean?
Meaning hype's at an all-time high. Is that what you mean?
Pacers this series +19 with TJ on the court, -13 on the bench. He didn't play the final 7. That's so weird. He's good if he gets playing time. Doesn't give him more minutes. If there's an extreme problem. Siakam points. All right, that's going to be my play.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, that's going to be my fucking play. I have a feeling. You know what I feel like? Actually, let's look real quick. This is what I think Siakam's going to have like 26 or 28 points. Is that a lot for him? Watch, I look at his line and it's like 28 and a half. No way it could be that high though. I mean, I don't know how much this guy's scoring. All right, let's see. Player points. Oh, he's at 20 and a half.
20 and a half. So I'll do like a giveaway on him to get 30.
What does this say? Points for Siakam because OG isn't on him. W.
Yeah.
All right. That's my DGen POD. This is probably gonna be a 2-unit play. TJ was by far the best defender on Brunson. Last game, it didn't touch court down the stretch. Really weird. Okay, a couple more guys actually while we're here. DiVincenzo, 20 and a half. Holy shit.
Well, someone's going to have to score for the Knicks besides Brunson. And, dude, that's another thing that makes me think Jalen Brunson is out. 20 and a half for DiVincenzo. I don't think Jalen Brunson's playing, dude.
Well, his line's here, 35 and a half minus 150. It's kind of scummy that they would give that line if he's hurt. You know what I mean? Obi Toppin, revenge game. He's been good this series. 10 and a half, 135. McConnell's 10 and a half. Tyrese Halliburton juiced to the under. Can you see that, Steak?
Yeah, he had a good game last game, but he sucks.
Yeah, he does suck. Neesmith, I don't mind. He's heavily juiced to the under. I'm not anti Neesmith. I don't love him. Nembhard, 10 and a half. Okay, fair enough. Let's go to rebounds. Who's gonna rebound well today?
Alex says FanDuel doesn't have a line for Jalen Brunson. I'm telling you something. We're gonna get something soon. Something coming.
Interesting. Miles Turner, 7.5 rebounds. He's kind of soft, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be what I would do now.
Okay. All right. Assists. Who's going to be dishing the rock? 5.5 assists for TJ McConnell. Josh Hart. Oh, I already put Josh Hart triple-double in, by the way. I forgot to tell you guys that.
I'll join you on that. Sounds like I got enough then now because I'm going to take McBride. I'll take that Hart. I'll take Siakam over 30, and then that's probably enough for one game.
It was plus 750.
Isn't
that low? His triple-double. Plus 750?
Yeah, I guess, but no OG and a banged-up Jalen Brunson. I guess he's going to have to do it all.
Man, I guess you're right. I fucking love Josh Hart. All right. That's where we're at. And then Steak, final. Oh, I have another lean in this game. I like the first quarter under. I could see this being a scrappy start to the game. You know, if I recall correctly, the Knicks did come out and play very well in the first quarter in Philly. And I think they're going to continue to do that. That's my thinking. I know everybody's going to think that like, oh, the fucking Pacers have been competitive in the first two games. Knicks are banged up and bruised. The Pacers first quarter is going to be a lock. I don't know. I think the Knicks could sneak this first quarter in, and I think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be with offense. I think they're going to play.
I feel like I'm the only one saying this, but I kind of just like the Knicks today.
You do.
Kind of, yeah. I just feel I don't know. I'm waiting to see on the Jalen Brunson. I'll post something on Twitter about a play after the Jalen Brunson news comes out. But I'm gonna wait till that.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go either Knicks first quarter or under. First quarter, Knicks or under. Last thing. First basket. Any thoughts on the first basket? Here are the odds. Oops. First field goal. So not. No, but
why wouldn't we go Siakam?
Got to go Siakam, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I fucking love it. All right. I'm in.
Okay, Fat Girls is yelling at us. Hold on. Pacers.
Well,
oh, you already said that. Good. That
makes 700 now. Move the triple-double market. You love that. I said that. I'm going to copy and paste this one more time. Pacers equals Canes. Yesterday, everyone is going to say that the line is massive. I've already seen every sharp better on the Pacers, and I'm fading respectfully. Knicks plus 6.5. All right, fuck it.
I love it. I love when I align with Fat Girls.
Dude, honestly, the Knicks could even win the game.
Yeah. Oh, they could win the game. Absolutely. They're a live dog. You said it. I think the Knicks are a live dog, dude.
Knicks are a fucking live dog. All right. Okay, so Knicks and Texas Rangers moneyline parlay. Okay, last game.
Knicks and Florida Marlins. Miami Marlins.
Absolutely not. Do it. Actually, you should do it.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm betting the Marlins.
Put the fucking White Sox in there too, you White Sox fan.
No White Sox today.
All right. Next game. I love the Minnesota Timberwolves. Absolutely love them. They are -4 down to -135. Steak. I can't see a world where the Nuggets go down 3-0 But I'm sure people couldn't see a world where the Carolina Hurricanes went down 3-0. So now I'm wondering, are the Pacers the Carolina Hurricanes of today, or are the Nuggets the Carolina Hurricanes of today? Or maybe both of them are. The Timberwolves are the second favorites to win the championship at plus 290. They are minus 600 to win the series now, which I think is insane. You look like you're puzzled on your face.
Yeah, I mean, because you're right. You actually said it perfectly. My square, just basketball fan brain says there's just no fucking way that the Nuggets could go down 3-0. But that's just my square basketball brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do know what you're saying. I want to take the Nuggets, but at the end of the day, my basketball brain says, I don't think anybody can fuck with the Wolves right now. I just don't. I think they are a badass team, a complete team. And I think the Nuggets, for whatever reason, they are the Nuggets kryptonite. I mean, they know how to get after and take away Jokic, and Murray ain't doing shit. Aaron Gordon ain't doing shit. And I guess Michael Porter isn't really scoring. So what I would do is maybe target a player prop in this game for the desperate Nuggets. Do you think it could be Jamal Murray day?
I don't know. I just feel like they're very emotional, the Nuggets, but you haven't seen them get this emotional yet. And I feel like mentally the Wolves have kind of fucked them up. And they're playing the worst interior defense you've ever seen. And I just don't know how that's going to change. Like, if the series was switching from Minnesota to Denver, maybe I could see how a home crowd would get you to play a little bit of a better defense and juice up Jamal Murray, who is really good and really clutch. But going to Minnesota and expecting higher defensive intensity, and I don't know, man, my basketball brain is screaming that the Nuggets just keep fucking winning these games.
You mean the Wolves?
I'm sorry, the Wolves keep winning these games, yes.
Okay. I think that's more than fair. If anybody's interested in what the market's doing in this game, it looks like we've got 57% of the bets, but 73% of money on the Wolves. Tickets are pretty split on the money line. All the bets and money are on the over in this game. It's at 204.5. It's not moving, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's a little square to expect this, but I also kind of think that nobody's really into Jamal Murray right now. And salty dog bets. I'm not even fading you by any means, but Jokic day, I kind of agree that would be most people's thinking. And maybe that's what ends up happening. I think Jamal Murray has to score, and I think he has to make some big shots, and I think he does. I want to look at Jamal Murray threes. He's at 1.5 minus 155. I think I love that.
Yeah, I certainly get your reasoning.
I think I love that, and I think I'd even ladder it. So I'm going to put down Jamal Murray 3. It's a 3 party of 3. Nev Campbell, party of 5. All right. MPJ day, Derek says, perhaps. I'm so not a Michael Porter Jr. guy. And I guess it's kind of telling that his family members are a little bit strange, but I don't know. I'm not a fan, but he is good at basketball. Yeah, I will acknowledge that.
Yeah.
All right, Steak. I'm going to talk hockey, but I'll let you go. Thank you very much. Steak's favorite play of the day, you said, is was it the under in the Giants Reds game?
Yeah.
And I put my spin on it, and we have the squad pod at the Reds Giants first 5 under. Which I'll be on. Steak's going to go full game. He's going to be on the Marlins, etc. Thank you for hanging out. What's your favorite basketball play today?
I think might be the Knicks.
Okay. You're going to go spread?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Steak, thanks for hanging out. I will chat with you later, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. See you guys.
All right, dude. Have a good weekend. All right. We're going to talk NHL. W Steak, as always. Appreciate him making the time going over these games. I am going to go over to hockey, and let's see. We got some good games on tonight. Great night of sports. Don't forget, live sweat tonight. Please lock it in. 7:00. I'm going to be going live around 6:30 for the Knicks game at T Squared, Tiger Woods, Justin Timberlake's bar in I don't even know where it is. I think it's in Chelsea or something. Fun spot. Going to be drinking. Going to be eating. I'm going to have a salad though. I'm going to have a salad. I'm going to try to eat a little bit healthy, and we'll see where that leads. You know what I mean? I'm nervous for the Bruins. Yeah, you should be. Me and Jonte collabing tonight. Tap in. State bet both hockey games yesterday. He did, But I know he probably just doesn't feel like he has anything to contribute, but he's still, that motherfucker can bet hockey. Don't get it twisted. He can bet everything. Stay can bet everything. After NHL slate breakdown, the United Football League slate, absolutely not Prime. Prime, you are a sicko. You are legitimately a sicko. All right, here's what we got with the Bruins. The Panthers are a road favorite. That's what I'm seeing here. And I got to tell you, the way, no, not NCAA women's, the way that the Panthers responded, it's interesting to talk about this series. Everybody wrote the Bruins off. Everybody did. Everybody wrote the Bruins off, and then Rust versus Rust. Rust prevailed. Rust prevailed, right? Because it wasn't Rest that benefited the Panthers. It fucked them. The Bruins came in, punched them in the mouth, beat them up pretty good. How did the Panthers respond? Exactly how you'd expect a very good team that's capable of winning a Stanley Cup to respond. They fucking returned the favor. Look at this. Look at this. My buddy sent me this picture. Panthers in 5. I mean, that right there, that is such a good fucking picture. You know? How do you not love that? First time in Minneapolis this week. Cool sports city. Oh, I like to hear that. I'd like to go. I want to bring, my wife likes going to sports cities and shit. I think I told you, but we went to Detroit on a random spur of the moment. We're going to try to get to Chicago. I want to go to Minneapolis. I think we'd have a good time. Arlington Renegade. Shut the fuck up. Minus 120, minus 125, minus 130 are the Panthers right now. This is going to be a great game. Total 5.5, under minus 115. I got to tell you, as of right now, that's where I'd lean. I would lean under. I think both games in the series have gone over. I think we're going to get, I don't know who's in net tonight. I don't know if it's going to be Swayman or if it's going to be Ullmark. Actually, if I were the Bruins, I would consider maybe giving Ullmark a shot, because Swayman was in that last time, if I'm not mistaken. He went back-to-back when they usually switch up. But Swayman stuck with the Leafs series because he owns the Leafs. I don't know that he necessarily owns the Panthers. CBS says Swayman. Wow, interesting. Okay, if Panthers win in 5, it's rigged. Very funny. I would go under in this game. I like the under in the first period. This feels like a 2-1 game, just like the Carolina Hurricanes game last night, which, by the way, that exact score POD, almost. I like the under in this game. Might get there with it. Haven't switched since game 3 of TB series. Who hasn't switched since game 3 of the TB series? Are you talking about the Panthers? The Panthers played Tampa. Did I fuck something up, Coots? Let me know. Not a hockey knower. I like the Panthers, though. Straight grinders. I'm going money line tonight. Manny Steakhouse. I don't know what that means. My bad. I'm hella wrong. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. I'm wrong all the time. Right. Game 3 of Toronto. But they were switching. But then they stuck with Swayman because he owns the Leafs. Bobo, former CBJ King. Yeah, correct. I like the under in this game. That's where I'm at with it. And then we'll talk about the Oilers Canucks for a second and then wrap up. 6.5 down to 6 is what I'm seeing. Man, I'll tell you what, guys. I know nobody thinks that this can happen. I like the Canucks in this series. I really do. I think the Canucks are a good fucking team. I like the Canucks in this series. You know what the money likes? The money likes the Edmonton Oilers, and the money likes the Edmonton Oilers on the puck line. I'm not saying to just go out there and fade the Oilers. There's nothing cool or fun about that. There really isn't. But if I'm making a bet, if you're forcing me to make a bet, that's what I'm doing. Bruins and Canucks were longest odds to win the cup after round 1. Interesting. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to shut it down. I got some shit to do. Remember, live stream later tonight. Be there, be square. I'm going to do a big giveaway. Actually, you know what? That's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a fun parlay. We're going to do a fun giveaway. I'm going to take what you guys have given me. Very contributions on this game, by the way. Nobody really gave me anything other than Hovey and Fat Girls. Thank you. No, where's Beeman when I need him? Fucking W Ball nowhere there. McBride points ladder, Hart PA, McConnell PA. That's going to go into a parlay. If it hits, I'm going to give them something. And I'm going to give somebody else something. But I'm going to do something else. I'm going to tweet. I'll post a video later. We're going to do a big giveaway. I'm going to say, give me 5 people, 5-leg single game parlay. I'm going to have people comment with their best bet in that game. Parlay bet, not like, Knicks money line or anything. I'm going to put them all in a hat. I'm going to pick them randomly. And then if it hits, I'm going to split the winnings with those people. That's what I'm going to do. So keep an eye out for that video. I'll film it and post it later. I'm going to shut it down. Anybody live right now that needs to be rated? Who needs to be rated? Let's go. Let's see. Don't tell me Dan Dangler. Dan Dangler's not getting rated. Oh, you know what? We're going back to Bozo Bichette today. Go into Owner's Box. We'll go to Owner's Box. I'll send you over there. Tell him it better be Bo today. Bo's got to make it right. He's got to make it right. Go Rays. Huh? Go Rays. Taj Bradley Day. Happy Taj Bradley Day. Raid Owner's Box Sports. Oh, by the way, you know what? I meant to play this song for you. I have a great song for you. I'm going to play it before we get out of here. This thing is a jam. This is my new sleigh. It's called $1 Million Baby. You might not like how it starts, but give it a second. Give me a second. You ever heard this song? Probably not. It's by Tommy Richmond. Oh. 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 I suck in NBA, so I won't give anything. W's. No, it's not. No, it's not. DJen gets the hips moving with the wife to this song. Actually, my wife hasn't heard this song yet. Throw some ass. Tell me this isn't a jam. This is a fucking jam. I'm probably going to listen to this song 17 times today. Chill banger, I know, right? All right, I'm going to send you over to Owner's Box. Thanks for hanging out. Millions, perhaps billions of TikTok. No, they do not. No, they do not. Are you fucking with me? I hope you're fucking with me. DM me if you're not fucking with me. BRB going to... Is he fucking with me? Don't tell me this is a TikTok thought song. You're not lying? I'm so upset, man. I love this song. All right, raid the Owner's Box. Bo Bichette Day. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys later. Tonight, 7 o'clock. Peace.